Hello my friends and welcome to part 15 of the Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated Let's Play series. So let's go straight into it, and I got the cruise bubble now, so that's pretty fun. So I can show you the best way to grind shiny objects, at least according to the article I found it off of. Maybe I can even find the article and I can give credit to that if I can find it, which I should be able to. But first I want to show you how to get the socks and the spatulas that make use of the cruise bubble. So I'll do the spatula first, since that'll be the easier one to find, since you can just teleport straight to it now. So it's this last one. And this is the only thing you need the cruise bubble for. As I showed you in like a few videos back, you can get all the other spatulas, socks, and steering wheels without the cruise bubble. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, the cruise bubble is over here.
Wow!
No,
everyone looks like antfish from up here.
Here, but the cruise bubble is very nice because it also helps you like.
Bolorama!
Well, I think it's triangle. Oh wow! I forgot you could
sparkly.
pull them. I gotta figure out how to use a cruise bubble again. I think it's one of the shoulder buttons. Yeah, it's L1 on the PlayStation. See, and that's really nice because now I can like kill them in one shot that time. So now suddenly like Patrick kind of becomes the worst because now that I have these
I feel
OP
like a new
moves.
sponge. You've just met the Sponginator.
Oh man,
Spongebob to mission control.
that's the only thing you
go.
keep. How many lives you have? That's not a big deal though.
I'm not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights.
Okay, so now I can do this. Cool.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
And now I can just do this too. That's very cool. Okay, so now is there something over here? Where's the crew? I forget how to get the spatula though. I'll figure it out. So I got all the robots at least. Now I don't have to worry about those. It's in here somewhere. Might as well get this. And then this was where Sandy is. You can kind of think of it S for Sandy, because Sandy was needed to get over here.
The launch is a go.
I mean, that was, of course, not the intent, but still kind of interesting that you could think about it like that. So
There's more golden spatulas in the deep blue sea. Be on the lookout.
okay, so Mr. Krabs doesn't say anything about it. Okay, so I don't get this. Is it over here? Maybe I gotta go over here. That's where Sandy was, though. Oh, it's that thing right there. Okay, I think this is hard to get. I think what you can do, though, is you can just... I think you can do it from over here, but... Actually, I think if you go over to S, it should be easier. Yeah, if you go over here, it should be a lot easier to grab the switch. Okay, good. So that's what it is. See, there's a switch right there. And there's the golden spatula. It's as simple as that. And now you gotta go over here again in order to actually get the spatula. Or you could just switch to Sandy and get it that way. I think I will, just to make sure I get it. So I think I oh yeah, see, you can. I think that was the intent. Cool. I got it. There we go, and that was the cruise bubble spatula. Took me a second to find that. But now let's go to Jellyfish Fields. So I have 3 socks left to go here. I'm just gonna go from the beginning and see if I can find the cruise bubble socks. I also don't think I grabbed the bubble bowl socks, I believe. So I also need to grab those as well. Yeah, because I was waiting for both. Okay.
I feel like a new sponge.
Cool. And now I got almost all my lives back, and with this, I now have all my lives back.
Breeze.
So there we go. Oh yeah. Has anyone seen that trailer for Black Adam? I think it's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna want to see that movie. Looks like it's coming to HBO Max. So I'll just wait until it comes there. I'm not sure if they're still doing that early release for the people who pay for the bigger plan or not. Not sure. Maybe they only do that for Warner Brothers movies, and I don't think there's been a Warner Brothers movie for a little while. Looks like there's nothing over here. So I'll just go over, keep moving. Avoid the jellyfish. Yeah, the last Warner Brothers movie there was, I believe, was that. Well, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Space Jam New Legacy. It might have been one after that. Maybe if you want to count the, that new Scooby-Doo that's come out, that Courage the Cowardly Dog one. That looks pretty good too. Combine both, and perfect for the Halloween season too. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Just my size.
Here's a robot. Took care of him. Oh yeah, and one thing I've been doing to try to get caught up on movies I haven't seen was watching R-rated movies as a TV release. I think most of the time you still get the gist of it, but you don't have to listen to all the bad stuff that's a part of it that made it rated R in the first place.
I feel like a new sponge.
I don't know how many people care about that, but I sure appreciate it. Maybe they do that on purpose because of that.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Ah, seriously? Okay, good. Now I got them all. Luckily, you don't need to get a strike. You still get it just by knocking down the pins. But I'm sure it's possible to get a strike.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
So now I just have 3 more socks to go. Look, there's some shiny objects, but I'm not going to collect those. And then I'll move on to try to get to the area where the really nice area that allows you to basically farm shiny objects. It's up to you whether or not you really like it, but I'll at least show it to you so you know what I'm talking about. But it'll be after the... I want to find the rest of these socks first. So now I only have 3 more to go for this one. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I could also just... Technically, I could just bubble bowl them as well, but... There's another sock right here anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
You know what? I think I will go ahead and cruise that, and then I can. Cool. Bubble Bowl is so cool. But yeah, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the bubble bowl power or the bubble cruise power? Those are the two that you unlock. There's spoiler, there's no other powers that can be unlocked now. So bubble cruise is the last one. Is that special power. Still, like, I mean, those two are good enough that, like, they're, like, it's already pretty good. And I know I got all the socks on this slide here, so I'll just go over. So, I believe I got all the ones in the cave. So, I think I'm gonna just skip the cave. I think I'm gonna skip the cave. Yeah, I don't think there was anything here. Let's skip the cave. Let's go over here. I believe there's a few more that like bubble bowls. Okay, so now I can go over here. Oh yeah. Now an easy way to here, but I want to get away from him. Bubble Cruise is so overpowered because like you can go for them without them even noticing you. Like just get away from like where they notice you and then do the Bubble Cruise. Bubble Cruise power is so overpowered, but I don't mind it at all. There's probably challenges out there where like try to like beat the game without using Bubble Cruise or Bubble Bowl. I'm sure you can do it. It makes the game a bit tougher, but the game's probably not too much tougher.
Just my size. Ow! Ouch! Ow!
Ah.
I feel like a new sponge.
I'll just get this underwear as well. I just really want it.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
I thought you could jump over there, but I guess not. I thought I wouldn't be able to make that. Maybe you can, but I'm not gonna try it again.
As long as these pants are square and this sponge
And
is
I'm right
bobbed,
here
I will
anyway,
not let
so.
Bikini Bottom down.
I remember that
You
quote
just
too.
met
That
the
was from.
Sponginator. Too pretty. Can't take it.
Oh wait, no. I think that he was talking to Mr. Krabs. Yeah, he was talking to Mr. Krabs and he was saying, "I will not let you down." And then Mr. Krabs was like, "SpongeBob Collection, could you let me down?" Because he was like picking him up. That was pretty funny. Might be something over here. Not sure.
Tartar sauce.
Yeah, there is something over here.
Say hello to my little bubble friend.
Time to get him. Yep. Easy. See, I need the cruise bubble for this one. So what you need to do is you need to just pick them off with the cruise bubble. And once you do that, you'll get a sock. Or you
I love
should.
opening presents.
And then I forget where the last two socks are. See, there's a sock.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
See, I don't understand how Patrick managed to lose a sock there. Like, Patrick can't even learn that power. So what is that even about? Like, what is the story there? See, some of these don't make any sense. Like, what is even the story there? And I believe there might be a sock in the water. I don't even know. Because there's a freezy fruit. I think this is one of the socks that like I got confused about. You know what? I don't even want to mess with that. So, yeah. But I will get this
like
underway here. Aw, man, I didn't get it.
I get it. Fresh like
did
a
I?
spring breeze.
Whatever. I got it right back anyway, so doesn't really matter. Let's see. There might be one more bubble bowl, though. I know I'm still missing 2 socks. Okay, let's
SpongeBob
get
to Mission
him.
Control. The launch is a go.
That's all that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I better get rid of this.
Bolorama.
Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, I think PlayStation controllers hold up a lot better than Nintendo Switch. Although it could be because I'm getting lucky. Like, or maybe they both hold up pretty well. Sometimes it's just getting lucky. Because I think since I replaced my controllers, they haven't really been acting up. I don't really use those Joy-Cons very much though, so maybe there's that. I feel like this. I think I'm gonna come back to this. I believe there's another bowling. Yeah, I can always come back to that sock that I missed. I believe I'm gonna miss a sock. But okay. I didn't want to have to backtrack all the way over there, so I can't believe I missed that jump.
998, 999, 1,000. Ready or not, here I
This is
come!
not good. Now I need to. Once again, the Bubble Cruise, because I usually have a hard time with him right on the edge. I feel like the developers probably did that on purpose because they knew that would be a really tough spot for a Tartar robot to be. See, if you keep jumping, it won't go down, which is pretty nice. Okay, that time I made it.
Take that!
Okay, so I believe I should be able to make it if I jump like this. Yeah. This is a little bit of a shortcut right here. Okay, now you can keep jumping. Okay, good. I made it. Okay, so now what I can do is I can go over here. Okay, cool. Was there something I missed? This is really annoying. Just go over here. Now I'm confused. I miss. Yeah. Okay, I think I definitely missed it. Because now I'm up to where the king jellyfish is. And I believe I got all the socks on this slide. Pretty sure I got all the socks on this slide.
I love opening presents.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna come
shines.
back to the socks that I missed. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Yeah, I'll just look for the socks I missed later on. Whatever, it's fine. I'll travel to Goo Lagoon now. But I can't actually travel to Goo Lagoon because... Or can I? No, I can't. I have to go through this area first. Top of the chunk. Okay. I'll do those later. First I wanna, this is probably one of the easiest ways of, like, being in the area where Goo Lagoon is. Without having to, like, go through anywhere else. So I'll just teleport to this spatula right here. I'll just look for those last 2 socks later, and then I can, like, always post a video when I find them. Right when I find the location, I won't actually collect them if I can help it. But yeah, that can be, like, more of a compilation video. Now that I know how to stick a bunch of different clips together. Yeah, I want to save this because now there's a really nice way you can utilize the cruise bubble to collect a lot of shiny objects. So I wanted to wait until I got the cruise bubble for Goo Lagoon.
Goo Lagoon, a sun-drenched beach of sludge at the bottom of the sea. But all is not well here on Paradise.
Oh man, there's a robot right away. Dang robot. Just do that. I think that's what the sign was saying. Oh yeah, it's... Yeah, but this is a robot we've seen before. But now it's showing off a little bit more about what it does. Yeah. It's called the Monsoon. Yeah. So that's what the sign would be saying. You just do that. Or you could also bubble cruise him. But if you don't have the bubble cruise when doing the Goo Lagoon, you can just do that.
SpongeBob, do I look burned?
Well, you do look a little red.
Barnacles! That darn robot.
Robot?
Yeah, a big robot stole everybody's sunscreen.
Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel.
Exactly! You can't spend a day at the beach without sunscreen. That sun is way too hot. That robot is out on the island. Nobody can get to him. SpongeBob, maybe you can use those sun reflectors to point the sun's rays on that robot. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn. Connect all the towers and the light will shoot right out of the big reflector on the island. Then all you have to do is swim out to the island and turn the big reflector onto the robot. I'll stay here and protect the babes.
But I, can't swim.
I remember that. That was from when SpongeBob was posing to be a lifeguard. But he didn't say it until the end. So Lay was thinking he'd make a good lifeguard. And then SpongeBob didn't realize that
You've just met the Sponginator.
one of the points of being a lifeguard was to, like, try to, like, to save people when they're, like, drowning and stuff. So, like, not being able to swim is actually a pretty big deal when you're a lifeguard. So, okay, so this is this challenge. I think. Now I can do that. No, that's not right. Okay, so that means I have to. So now I go to the other one out here. Gotta bounce on him. Sorry. Let's see if that's right. Nope. So it's the other one. Okay, so now you gotta go on to this one over here. Let's see which one is it. Okay, now you go over here. So it's one of these. Nope, so it has to be the other one. Okay, so now I gotta go over here. Nope, so it must be the other one. Now it's the far one over there. Wonder if it's possible to just like use a cruise bubble for that one.
Bubble power!
It might be possible. I don't know. That was close. Can't tell if it's possible or not. Hold on, I'm gonna try it. Ah, that was way off. I don't know if it's possible or not. I'll try it one more time. That was a little bit. I think I need to be right on it, or maybe it's just not possible.
Coming at ya!
One more time. Yeah. I'll go ahead and wonder if I could just bubble cruise the robot and if that would count. Maybe you can't. Yeah, no, there's an invisible wall. I think there might have also been an invisible wall with that button. So I need to apparently. I'll go ahead and get this. Yeah, there's another puzzle too that utilizes Patrick. So I'll go ahead and do that one. I know there was a bus stop. There was it right here. So yeah, now I can do this as Patrick. See, it's a bunch of time challenges. See, they barely give you any time. Dang it. Yeah, you really have to be quick. Try it again. Okay, the checkpoint. See, and then it automatically does that once you reach the end. Automatically goes off. Yes. Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's a sock. Ah, so close. That's annoying. Now I have to go all the way back. This is kind of a hard sock. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then this one. Not too bad. And then I think this one's probably the hardest, which makes sense. And then the thing about it is you need to get the sock before time runs out too. Ah, come on. I don't think I was gonna make it anyway. See, the sock also disappears, so even if you make it, if you don't grab the sock in time, you still have to restart it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see. Too bad there's an easier way to do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Of course, it's bad to make sure you get it, then try to...
Woo! Up we go!
Okay, let's do this now. Okay, now I should be able to... Oh boy, hopefully I got... No, please, please. Okay,
Hey, this is mine!
Wow. Actually, I think it's because I got off of it, not because time was up. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Spongebob. I'm pretty sure the next part you also need to be Spongebob for. Yeah, and then you have to go a ways in order to actually get the last button.
I don't know, Mrs. Puff. It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Yes, too much fun if you ask me. You can save the children by bubble bashing each of the balloons. Bubble bash all the balloons, then come see me for a reward.
Can do, Mrs. Puff.
Okay, so now you bubble bash children.
It shines.
There's another child up here. Yeah, I'll wait for him to get into. I think he'll come over here. There we go. Now I need to. I'll go up here again. I wonder if I can just jump from here to here. Wow, yes I can. Yeah, so now I'll... Oh, you have to go up on the roof in order to get that sock. And then there's another child, I guess, up here.
Hammer! I get it!
Oh, you actually need to do this. And I believe it will go back after a period of time. Yeah, it goes back after a period of time. Oh yeah, and then these, they sink
Somehow
too,
I
so
don't think he needs a hand.
I'm gonna try to save the child. Come on. Wow, I can't believe...
Ouch! You've just met the Sponginator.
Really don't like those robots.
Rain,
Yes.
go away!
Now you need these. Okay, cool. And then now I can get the saw.
Another find for Patrick!
Yeah. So now what I can do is I can go over here. No. I guess I need to go. I'll get the underwear. Oh yeah, there's
Feel like
those
a new
children.
sponge.
Okay, and then I can go over here.
I love opening
There's
presents.
a bunch of tikis right here, but nothing else. Looks like. I'll just grab this. Oh yeah, you can go over here. There's another kid right here. I'm just gonna wait until he gets back over here. Come on. He's gonna come back over here now. Something. Yeah. Okay. Dang it. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, fine. I'll just do it over here then.
Number one in the
There we
Bikini
go.
Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running.
There's only 5 children, so it's not too bad. Yeah, see, and they're really easy to find too. This is definitely one of the easier spot them all. kind of to get you ready for the harder ones to come. Which I think there might just be one more. See, now what I can do is I can do this. This way I can go back to Miss Puff.
My hero! You've saved the children. Here's a golden spatula as a reward.
The steering wheel might be the harder. I think technically this is like costs less golden spatulas than the other one, so that makes sense. Wow, no, and that's too high to get to, and I don't think I can just skip. So I need to go over once again. I need to take the long way, which is kind of annoying.
Uh-oh, I can't swim!
Okay, good. So, I think this is about the spot. Yeah, this is about the spot.
SpongeBob, I heard that you were collecting golden spatulas.
Yes, Bubble Buddy, I am. Have you seen one?
Why, yes! We were having a sandcastle contest, and somebody put a golden spatula on the top.
If I had a castle, I'd name it Fort Pattytown III, and Fort Pattytown III would have a big bake sale every Monday.
The golden spatula?
Oh, at the top of the sandcastle, right. That should be easy to reach.
Well, perhaps you should see for yourself.
Okay, so I want to get up there so I can show you the
Too pretty.
shiny
Take
object
it.
farming method. And then there's a sock right there too. That one's a bit hard to reach, but yeah, I died. I was going too slow that time. Dang it.
Ready for another fantastic day!
Okay. Yeah, you need to do that. See, and then you can just do this. You can skip a little bit. I went a little bit too far. But yeah, you can skip quite a bit of that as a little bit of a shortcut sort of thing.
Say hello to my little bubble friend. I love
I'm not sure if
opening
that
presents.
takes... if that's quicker than the other method.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Yeah, but I'll go ahead and do this. You could probably also just go from there to here, yeah. And then I think you need to be Patrick in order to get that sock because there's that freezy fruit. But I'll get it later. Here's where you farm the shiny objects. I think it's... or maybe... no, I think you have to go higher. Yeah, no, I think you go higher. So it's a little bit after this.
Ow!
Dang it. Okay, cool. And there's a sock over there, but I can grab that later. I want to show off the... I forget where you farm the shiny object. Oh, is it right here? Hold on. Maybe it's... Yeah, I think it... I don't know if this is the area or not.
Kerplooey!
That gets you like 200. And then you can get the robot if you want.
Take that!
I'm not sure if this is the area or not. I'm gonna check the other areas, see if there's a better area. It might be
like
up.
a spring breeze. Time for a little sleepy sneak. Spongebob to mission control. The launch is a go.
Oh, you can't actually destroy it with the bubble thing. Well, that's good to know. See, I'm not sure if it's over here. I got the golden spatula. Yeah, you know what? I think that might have been it. I think that might have been it because it's definitely not. But there's a little bit of another area right here. Up here, right here. I think this is where you get the... Oh yeah, there's a sock up here too.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
But yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I think that was the area. Oh wait, no, now I remember. You want to get all of those. With it. Yeah, so I think it was the area that I showed. So yeah. And then you want to like... Yeah, you want to go to where you see the checkpoint. Probably clear up those isn't a bad idea, though. Probably was a checkpoint around here. Yeah, see, you want to like stay on the checkpoint. And then you do this. You want to stay on the checkpoint right here. And then you want to purposely fall into water. And then that way all the tikis respawn again. And you keep respawning to a checkpoint. And then what you can do is you can get the ones up here. Keep getting the ones up here. Hold on, that wasn't very good.
I love opening presents.
Yeah, see, it gets all of those. And then that gets you like 500 something. And then you can also get the ones over here. If you want. Hold on, that wasn't very good. And then that's like another extra like 200. And then you can get the robots if you want.
Cha-ching!
Think.
SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go.
Okay, so let's see how much I forget how much this gives you also. You want to make sure you keep getting the checkpoint though. That gives you like that doesn't really get you a lot. And then this guy, he gets you yeah, so you really just want to go for the tikis because like those other things don't really get you a lot. You can also get these tikis if you want. And that gets you like another like 300. So like really those three areas are like the ones you want to focus on. So one more time.
Paste.
You want to purposely die. making sure you get the checkpoint at each time. I'm not sure if it makes a difference whether or not you get the checkpoint each and every time, but like I think like just in case it only takes a second to like trigger it. Just trigger it.
Bubble power.
And then you get the ones up here. You get the ones on the bridge. And see, and that's why you need the bubble cruise power, so that you don't even have to move. You don't even have to move. So that's why the bubble cruise power is so important for doing this farming. And then this gets you about a little less than 1,000 every time. That nets you a little less than 1,000, I think. I don't think it's exactly 1,000, but it's pretty close to 1,000 shiny objects every time. Let's see exactly how much it is. So I'm at 13,218 right now. And I'll show you how much I get after I get all those shiny objects. So this one first.
Kabam!
Pretty good, still got it. See, luckily for this one, since there's so many, you don't have to be like so precise either, which is nice.
Say hello to my little bubble
And then
friend.
13,898. I had 218 before about. So, and then I get over to, yeah, see, it's almost, it's not exactly 1,000, but it's almost 1,000 every time. It's like 800 something or something like that. Yeah, but it's pretty close to 1,000. Now trigger the checkpoint, and then it automatically saves. So that's another nice thing. And like once you trigger the checkpoint, it automatically saves too. Okay, but I'll go ahead and do a Bible verse discussion now. Once again, it should be coming from you version. The only reason it wouldn't is if it was one I already said. But this is not one I already said, so it's very truly I tell you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be judged, but has crossed over from death to life. And that comes from John 5:24, the NIV version. And then if you want a little bit more of a snippet, this is what the folks at YouVersion says. Those who listen to my message and believe in God who sent me have eternal life. So that's a little that makes it a little bit easier to understand when they do that summarization. That's one of the reasons I really like YouVersion. Although verse of the day is also really nice, because what they do is they also kind of like have like a Bible verse discussion, and kind of like how I do it. They also like discuss it too, but I don't want to just use theirs because I feel like that would just be like copying off of what they're saying, and I'd rather like say in my own words, so like it can be my own thing. Anyway, so what I believe this verse is trying to say is that it's pretty easy to just go to heaven. All you really need to do is believe in him. Yeah, and then believing in him also constitute believing in his message, since those are his words. So that's what I feel like it's saying. And even though it's really simple, a lot of people like either like they don't believe him enough, or they just don't know, or they were never told, or for there's various reasons. So it may seem simple, but like it's still not simple enough to where everybody's getting into heaven. It's kind of like if they had like really simple restrictions in order to join like a club. Like of course not everybody's going to be getting into that school club, because there's still going to be some people who either just don't want to, or don't know about their club because maybe they don't live in the state where the club is in, or there's various reasons. So like even when it seems simple, there's still gonna be plenty of people who just either don't get it or just don't care enough. So yeah, that's my take on it. Of course, like, I have been able to meet the requirements. That's really nice, and I just try to do a little bit more. I accidentally unhooked the headset, so hopefully you can still hear me. But as I was saying, was of course, like, I met the requirements. I tried to do a little bit more, but I also try to remember that, like, even if I'm not, like, good in these other areas, if I'm not as good as others or something in these other areas, it's okay, because at least I met the requirements, and that's really what matters, I feel. Of course, you still want to try to do a little bit more, but, like, as long as you meet the requirements, that's still pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, give yourself some credit and don't feel like a whole bunch of pressure, even if a lot of your, like, Christian friends, like even if you see a bunch of other Christians, like, doing a whole bunch of stuff, just remember, like as long as you believe in him, you met the requirements, is what I'm trying to say. And if anyone would like to, like, explain more about that verse or anything about the gameplay, feel free to leave it down in the comments. If you would like to simply leave an emote, anything will help the algorithm. And I'll go over a little bit of a recap. So here are the spatulas I got today. It was Save the Children, King of the Castle, and I still need to connect the towers. I still need to do one more tower. And then there's some other spatulas I got. It was from... Oh yeah, I got a few more socks from Jellyfish Fields. Now I just have one more to collect. Oh wow, I didn't realize. Yeah, it was one more. So I think it is that water one that I have yet to collect. And then downtown Bikini Bottom, I got the one that I couldn't get before because I needed the cruise bubble for that one. So yeah, that's what I did today. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and consider that notification bell either to be notified of all my videos or just the videos that you're most interested in. I'm still gonna try to figure out how to set up personalized notifications, and once I do, I'll leave it down in the comments, and I'll start, like, putting in the descriptions, like, occasionally, at least like the descriptions, at least until I, like, put in the description for all of my different series. And anytime a new series comes up, I'll try to remember to also put in the description of that series as well. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in at least the next Spongebob Let's Play video. But if you want to, like, watch my other videos, thank you so much, and you can always feel free to let me know if you watch anything besides my Spongebob Let's Plays. You can also give me feedback if you'd like, any positive feedback or even negative feedback. Just try to, like, keep it family friendly, whatever you decide to comment. Thank you. Okay, bye.